Tra-la-la. Right, welcome, oh great ones. So what I'm going to do in this lesson, it's an absolute beginner's lesson, and it's going to be dead simple. That's the whole idea. Here we go. What I want to do is do something where you learn one tiny little thing, and you really get it and you really own it. The reason I want to do this is because guitar playing, like anything, is made up of tons of tiny little bits, and if you own each little bit, then you progress. You actually can build upon what you've got. What can happen with guitar playing is it gets so complicated because you learn a little bit of that and you've kind of got it, and you learn a bit of that and you've kind of got it, and you end up with an accumulation of little bits you don't quite get. So really and truly, that's why people stop, because they don't get a tiny little bit and they really own it. They know what it's called, what it means, what you can do with it, blah 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 blah, which is relevant, of course, blah 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 blah. Do you see what I mean? So you learn one little bit. So don't take this as being like, oh, that's silly. It's not. Get the whole idea that you learn one little bit and you own it. Because even the one little bit has got a way to be played. The one little bit can be adjusted. The way the one little bit can be done in can be applied or used in other ways. Do you get it? Alright, it's interesting though. Use that when you're learning. You get this one little thing and you really learn it. I've gone on too long. Okay, good. So the one little thing we're going to learn as absolute beginners is the name and the use of the bottom E. Yeah? The bottom E. What is the bottom E? The bottom or lowest E, as it's called, is this note here. This guy here. Now this string is called the E string. It's called the lowest E string, or the bottom string. Now the reason it's called the bottom string, even though look it's on the top of the others, is because it is lowest in sound, or lowest in pitch. Pitch means how high or how low the note is. Is it medium pitched, high pitched, or low pitched? Where does it fit on this in sound? Is it medium, high, low? That's its pitch. Now the E string, the bottom E string or lowest E string, bottom E, is the lowest pitch you can achieve on the guitar, obviously without fiddling with the tuning pegs. Yeah? So let's look at this bottom E. Now you've already got something if you're an absolute beginner. Now you know that's a bottom E, and why it's called the bottom E. It's because it's the lowest in pitch. Right, now how are we going to play this this guy? You can use a plectrum, or you can simply use, as I will now, your thumb, and you use just the side of your thumb to pluck it like that, right? That's kind of boring because it just goes on like a sort of tone that carries on. So what we're going to do, we've got this one little thing, an E. We're going to take the side of our palm, I'm going to place it over the strings here, like this. Yeah, because when you do that, you get a slightly muted note. It's not so, it doesn't ring out if you don't touch it like that. See? So you get this muted sort of percussive sound. It's got a rhythm, you know. Yeah? So try that. Place your palm on the other strings here and do this. Now, you say, well, that's great, that's one note. What am I going to do with that then? Well, if you listen to it, say, if you do this with it, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, like. You've already got the basis of you've already got a song, a rhythm of a song going on. So you've, just do it like that, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You've already got how to play the rhythm of a song. You only need to add some more strings, or maybe not, maybe that's the intro, but you're using that bottom E, right? That one little thing. Now, how about we do 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. What I mean is, you hit it twice. It's a bit tricky because you've got to control your thumb. You've got to have that muted. See, there's a lot of little bits already. We've got one little thing, the E string, that we're playing. Yet there's other skills and things you have to do as well as that. But let's see. Already you got a blues. We won't add the other notes yet, but you get the idea. And the other thing is, if you just keep playing this, right, as simple as it is, you'll win. You'll go, oh, I'm really good at like playing like E. And guess what? There's a million punk songs and there's a million rock songs that are just. I mean, there's Communication Breakdown. I won't add, you know, the old Zeppelin tune. E. It's just an E. Or how about bom bom ba ba diddly 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 da bom bom. Oh, if you know that's the Whole Lotta Love middle bit. I'm trying to think of other things. Flash. Alright, I've lost it. Okay, good. No, but seriously, if it's possible, we'll be serious. So what have you got here? You've got an E string. Do you get that? Simple, innit? And if you mute it and you play it, you can count out your own rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. God knows what that sounds like. I'm not sure what that sounds like, to be honest. Yeah, but you're beginning to use it, and you actually if you keep doing stuff like that, you win on it. You go, oh, I couldn't play E, man. Anyway, I've kind of maybe possibly over on it, but you get the idea. It's one simple thing, and you do it, and you do it, and you go, oh, I've got one simple thing. You can add other chords to it afterwards, and blah, 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 which we surely will cover, or you can look up in books. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Love ya. Charlie.